G'day, ZiggyD here, and today I want to show you guys a fast Act 1 farming run that I like to do in Inferno Act 1 with my new Trail of Cinders build, which will sadly be being nerfed in 1.0.5, but oh well. So, you start the Cursed Hold, and then just start your game there, and the first thing you want to do is go to the Waypoint to the northern Highlands. Alright, so go straight up to the top left, and look at this luck on this one. This isn't always here, but you want to go straight to the Watchtower. It's at the northwest corner there. But I was extremely lucky in this build and in this run through, and the waypoint spawned right there, and it was right there to start off with. So just skip the first level. There's never really a rare on this level, so just go straight through there. Now I'm hitting whatever large mobs I can, like large mob packs there, just for the Paragon experience, and you know, legendaries drop off trash mobs just as much as they drop off uniques, so well, it seems to be the case that many people are getting that. So here we go, we have our first rare here, our first champion here, and doing this tower here, it's a rare spawning dungeon. It's really good to do. It's got really high rare and champion pack density. You can usually get like 4 or 5 stacks straight away just by doing this, and the point of doing this at the start of the run is just to get that, make sure that's in your run. Like if you start and it doesn't spawn, you can easily just restart the game and do another run with it in there. It's a good place to start. You can easily start in other places and build your stacks up, but I quite like doing this. It's quite fast, and as you can see, it's got tons and tons of packs in it. So I think that was actually, was that 2 champions there, or was it, maybe it was just a trash mob exploding there? But so we're up to, that's our first stack there. Yeah, that's our first stack there. Now, I'm pretty sure I get quite a few packs in here, maybe 4, maybe even 5, so we've got another rare there. Now you'll notice the 1500% weapon damage on Trail of Cinders going nuts on these guys. The shielding guy there slows me down for a few seconds, but it's a very quick, very quick pack killing there. Look at this elite Cinder champion together there in that room there. Those walls are a pain. So a bit of a brush with death there, but I had preparation cooldown ready, so nothing too concerned about. But you just want to smash through these guys as quickly as you can. You'll notice I'm running a Natalia set, which gives you the extra discipline regen. It's one of the old Nat set. I'm on a budget Nat set using the other hand crossbow since I can't afford a mark, but you can do this without the Nat set. It just takes a little bit longer, maybe a couple extra minutes for regen. I think there's actually a champion and an elite pack in there. Check out that. So I do get 5 stacks just in this tower here. As I said, a really good start on this run here. I think this entire run takes less than 15 minutes with this build. Most builds seem to do this in about 20 minutes, so it's a pretty quick one to do. The idea behind it is I'm just completely avoiding the bosses. I'm not going through to the butcher or anything like that. You can add that on the end if you want, but I prefer just to hit as many of the elites, the highest elite density places that you can. So I almost teleport to the entrance there, but then I remember that I'm just going straight back to town, because the next destination is the Festering Woods. We're going to go just do a quick scout around the Festering Woods, grab whatever elites and champions we can in there. There's usually one somewhere near the waypoint, and I actually get 2 pretty close together here. As I said, this was a really lucky run. So clear out these guys and then hit the 2 mini dungeons there, because there's one guaranteed elite champion or something in each one of those. So this is another nice one to hit. You can actually start the run here if you don't want to do the tower, but the tower, it's not too hard to just restart the game 1 or 2 times until you get the tower. It seems to spawn fairly often. So it takes me a while to find these 2 dungeons, but we're just rolling through here with the extra move speed passive there. It doesn't take too long to get around, so just hitting whatever trash mobs I can. Okay, so you'll also notice I'm not really bothering to pick up magic or blue items in this run. I'm just picking up all the rares. You can also filter through the rares to only pick up eye level 61 and plus, but I find it just easier and quicker to pick up all the rares and then sort them out at the end. So you'll see me do that. It does result in me having to do an extra trip back to town, which is a bit of a pain, but It only adds, 45 seconds to the run there, so not too bad. But yeah, you could definitely filter just a couple rares out if you didn't want, didn't want to make sure that you didn't want to have to do a trip back to town. Alright, so clear out this guy here. If he's actually spawned up here, there's no reason to go down the bottom section there, but I sort of did that out of habit anyway. This guy actually gives me a fair bit of trouble with the arcane lasers there. He take me out pretty quickly if I'm not too careful, so just have to vault around a little bit cautiously. I've tried to get some tanky stuff on there. I've got pretty high vitality for a demon hunter, but I can still be killed pretty quickly from things like arcane. So look at all the rares that drop off that guy. Four rares, man. A lot of them aren't eye level 61 plus, but that's okay, we'll sort them out later. So you also notice the only other thing I'm bothering to pick up is gems. The only ones you should be picking up are amethysts and rubies, but I sort of just pick them all up out of habit. But wait, no, emeralds and rubies, not amethysts and rubies. The emeralds and rubies are worth quite a fair bit. The flawless squares being around 5k at the moment, they seem to have jumped up, so I'm actually bothering to pick them up because it's pretty easy money, especially if you can get a bit of stack on it. So there's a square emerald there. Oh. Grab it. Accidentally pick up a white. Terrible. So we're going to the second one there, which looked like it was right near the waypoint there. You noticed I teleported back to town and waypointed in instead of running back to the side of the dungeon. Just a bit quicker there. Health drops pretty quickly there. Just watching out for the... Oh no! Very close there. Just watching out for those molten explosions. So one bad rare from that guy, not so great, but oh well. This little mini dungeon here is one that people farm a lot. They just get the checkpoint for the start of it and just do it over and over again without picking up that orb. Usually farming legendaries and things like that. I haven't had much luck with it. I prefer full Ike runs like this. So the next destination, as you may have noticed, is Cemetery of the Forsaken. We're going to go through each of the 3 mini dungeons in there. Sometimes you also get a champion spawning in just around the waypoint there, but I didn't get that on this run. So there's quite a few elites or champions in these dungeons here. There's usually about 3 in each, so I think I do pretty well. Again, this entire run was pretty lucky. So don't bother going down the bottom of that square section there, because there's never anything there. If you've already gotten the elite, there's nothing there. Just keeping that vault run speed up there, you can sort of get the hang of the timing down for when the run speed wears off after 3 seconds, so keep that vault going. As just watching Trail of Cinders melt these elites. Not looking forward to the nerf. Nerfing down to 300% from 1500%. Like, it's quite ridiculous now, but I wasn't too happy to see it getting nerfed so harshly. It would be nice to see it maybe drop down to 700% or something like that. I wonder if they're actually going to deal with the whole crit chance damage thing and whether they consider that an issue. So I'll just port back to town here instead of... No reason to go into the second level. There's what looks like a champion, but it's one of those story champions that don't actually drop anything, so... Just port back to town and waypoint back in and go to the next dungeon there. So I probably should have checked the top left first, but oh well. I think I'll go and check it later, because I still haven't got the achievement for the rare dungeon spawn with the developers in it. So, taking a lot of damage there, but you just drop the elites so quickly that it doesn't really matter that much. Another 3 rares off that guy there. Sorry if the vaulting around makes you sick. It's not quite so bad when you're playing, but it's a bit worse to watch. I think because I can judge where I'm going, but yeah, this is definitely the fastest moving build there is. I think maybe the whirlwind barb's pretty good, but I think this is a bit faster, at least in Act 1. So here we get this this little event here. This is sort of worth doing. Now you can actually grab each of these funerary urns. You don't need to kill him each time, and if you do kill him and grab the next urn, he'll respawn again. So you just grab each one, quickly kill him, and you don't even need to really bother with the skeletons. You can just go straight and open the chest and that kills them. So he dies, I go and open the chest, and it's kind of like a resplendent chest, but I usually seem to get a rare in there, unlike resplendent chests, so it's worth grabbing. I think I'll get 1 rare on this one. Yeah, the Velasquez right there. Not sure if that's a 61 plus or not. Oh well. So we'll go back to the entrance on this one, because we've still got the 1 more mini dungeon to do. And into the defiled crypt here. Probably not really any point coming down there, just I don't know, I'm picking up on the little things I'm doing wrong that are just time wasting, but oh well, can't be perfect. It was a very lucky run overall. So. Now the beauty of this run and not doing the butcher and the warden, you can add that on at the end if you want, but the beauty of not doing so is this is really quick, and if you have like 20 minutes, 25 minutes at the end, at the end of your day or something like that before you have other obligations to do, then you can really smash this run out really quick and actually get your Nephil and Valor stacks up really quickly and make use of them, because that's the biggest problem I have. I don't usually want to sit there playing for an hour or so clearing the act, so being able to get those stacks up so quickly and still hit a lot of elites and champions, and that is I don't know, this is why I prefer doing this. You don't get as high a density of I level 63s and things like that in Act 1, but just the speed of it, and I quite enjoy the feeling of Act 1. It's got its charm. I guess I like killing skeletons and zombies, but this goblin's being a bit of a pain here. They never seem to run on the trail of cinders there. So I think only that ruby was worth anything, but I grab all those anyway. Ugh, oh well. Maybe one day I'll break the habit there. So you should just port back to town here, but I wanted to go check to make sure that that achievement dungeon wasn't there. I still haven't got it after tons and tons of runs, yeah, and it's still not there. If you've gotten the achievement dungeon, then there's probably not really any point in even looking for it, because I believe they're all like story champions, which essentially don't give you any rares. Very rarely they give you a rare. So the final destination on this run is Leorics Manor. Now sometimes there will be a champion in around the stairwell here. If not, there's pretty good density of trash mobs. Sometimes you can get a drop off them, but pretty good Paragon experience nonetheless. You just vault through all these guys in a straight line. The fact that they file up the stairs like that makes it really easy. I go back to check. I'm paranoid that I've missed a legendary dropping off a trash mob. That's the probably the worst thing about this build, is that you're moving so quickly. I feel like I'm missing drops all the time. So I just go check this for the shrines first. There's always a champ or an elite, or sometimes both here. So I get pretty lucky again, and there's both there. I'll check both shrines first, because just in case there's like a a wealthy one or whatever they're called, but I get 2 frenzies on luckily. But oh well, can't be lucky with everything. So these guys are pretty nasty. I just have to be a bit cautious. Sort of pick them off. You just kite or run across the front of them and then just do a little vault, so they have to run across your cinders there. So all the rares there. So that was about a full inventory load and about 1.5 inventory loads of rares, and in the end I ended up getting about 1 row of eye level 61 pluses. So I will finish clearing my inventory out, and then I'll cut through to IDing if you're interested in that. Alright guys, we're back. Let's ID these rares, and then I'll do a bit of an explanation of my build. So what have we got? Pretty bad. Pretty bad. So as you can see, I've cleared out of my inventory all of the they might be worth something. All of the under eye level 60 and eye level 60 rares that I got from that run. So there was a bit more than a full inventory load of rares there, and about a row and a bit of eye level 61 plus. So not too bad, and it was a pretty fast run, under 15 minutes. So it's pretty good one to do. Nothing good so far. These have all been pretty rubbish. Never have any luck with 200 weapons, because they need to roll a high damage stat, but they never do. So much potential. Alright, what have we got here? Nothing really. I think that was just stats and arcane resist. Needs all resist and arcane resist. Nothing. And not really anything. Okay, so well that's the life of a Diablo 3 farmer. many rares worth nothing, but that was a really fast run, and it's fun to do it with this build. So in a second I'll move on to a bit of an explanation of the build that I'm using. I'm ZiggyD, and thanks for watching.